Hello, and welcome to your energy experiment. I'm Bridget, the neurodivergent head witch in charge over here at Bridget Marie Energy Design. I help entrepreneurs and creatives who are stuck in chaos explore resourceful systems, find new tools, and uncover the truth and joy that's already there. I do this through utilizing the productivity software Notion, through sharing self-care resources and life healing journey insights, and through energetic exploration in our physical spaces, which is what we're here to do today. The energy experiment is a container for you to explore your life's desires through the lens of your physical space, to contemplate, come to clarity, and experiment with ways to set up a more nourishing and supportive environment in order to help you make those desires a reality. So maybe you've been avoiding your home office, you've been piling things up on your nightstand until it's unusable and you just hate looking at it. Um, or you're shoving things onto shelves with no rhyme or reason. And now you feel like you've hit a wall. You're not getting to where you want to be in your business. You're not sleeping well. Everything just feels chaotic and you're not sure what to do to change any of it. That's where this energy experiment comes into play. So during this time, we're going to tap into the energetics of your physical and your mental space. Do a little future visioning to get clear on your desires and make an action plan to set you up for success in your physical space. You'll come away with support, clarity, and excitement in aligning your physical and mental energy with your dreams. So grab some paper and a writing utensil or a fresh page in Notion, wherever you want to take notes, a glass of water, whatever your favorite drink is, and let's get started. All right, so first we're going to do some grounding breaths together to start the session. You can do this in whatever way feels best for you. I personally like to close my eyes, but you can just lower them gently, just whatever you need to do to kind of like get into this space. And then I like to inhale and exhale through my nose. I focus on bringing the air into my stomach and filling that up slowly. And I also really like to be aware of my feet on the ground, my connection with the earth beneath me. So let's go ahead and do a few of those. Feel free to pause this video if you want to take more time to get into your body, to get here together, whatever feels good to you. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes again. I also am feeling like let's shake it out, do some movements, whatever is feeling good to you today. Maybe you want to stretch, jump up and down, just really shake it out. All right, and do whatever feels good. Whatever feels good. You can do a little dance. Um, mm, just whatever you're feeling. Do it. I give you permission. All right. So we're here. We're in it. We're ready to go. Now, what we're going to do is consider the area in your physical space that you want to focus on today. So, and maybe it's your desk, a dresser, shelves, your whole office, your bedroom, your studio space, a nightstand, possibilities are endless. We're just going to pick one thing to focus on today. And so this area, maybe it looks messy, maybe it doesn't look messy, maybe just something about it feels kind of like off. I don't know, like, ugh, what do I do here? Or maybe it's a room that you're just like full on avoiding. Um, it could be a number of things, but I'm sure you've got that one space that you can think of that you're like, ugh, yeah, this needs it needs a little help. So also throughout this process, I do invite you to go ahead and pause the video between each little contemplation prompt so that you have time to really brainstorm, journal, voice, talk it out, whatever feels good to you, however you want to process it before moving on to the next section. So I just want to invite that in as well. So once you've got that space in your home, your office, wherever you are, whatever you want to focus on today. Now we're going to go ahead and tune in to the energy of that space right here, right now, in the present. You can close your eyes for this if that feels good. You can leave them open. You can go ahead and maybe contemplate it first and then write some things down, or just go straight to the paper, straight to the notion, whatever feels good to explore it for you. Do it. And also take drinks, drink water throughout this. We're working with energetics, which can take a lot out of us. So we want to make sure that we're replenishing and staying hydrated. So we're going to go ahead and tap into, what does this room, or what does this object, this area in this room feel like right now? Just go ahead and think about it. Maybe you're in that space right now, or maybe you're not and you're just considering what it feels like. How does it make you feel right now when you're thinking about it? Do you notice it anywhere in your body? Do you feel specific feelings, sensations? Anything's okay to notice. Just notice whatever's coming up. Non-judgmentally, we're just putting on our little observer hat and noticing. And go ahead and take your notes. And this is a great time to go ahead and pause the video before we move on to the next section. So once you've gotten some more clarity around what your current space feels like in the here and now, our next little exercise is going to be a simple little future visioning. So we're going to go ahead and get into what your desires are, and how this space can support that. What do you see for this space in the future? So again, if you want to close your eyes, whatever feels good, you can get up and walk around, move about, you do you. We're going to go ahead and get into tapping into the future. And it doesn't have to be a specific time in the future, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, whatever it is. Whatever you're feeling is the future from where you are in the current time. So we're imagining this space, this object, wherever you are in the future. What does it look like? How does it make you feel? Are these feelings different or the same as the current feelings? Maybe you just notice that it feels a little bit different, or maybe some of it feels and looks the same. What are you doing in this future space? Are you noticing any feelings or sensations in your body this time? What might feel nourishing to bring into the space or to take out of the space? to make that future vision. Get into that in whatever way feels good. Write it down, take some notes. Pause the video. Drink some water. So now we have that future vision of what the space could be, of how you want to feel in this space. And next, we're going to go ahead and set an intention. And this is going to be a way that we can focus on embodying these feelings by setting an intention here in the present moment and grounding it into this physical space. So we're going to set an intention of how you would like to feel in the future. But we're going to write it in present tense like it's already happening. So you could start it out by saying, in this moment, I feel or I am, and whatever comes to mind. So in this moment, I am supported in this space. But personalize it, fill in your room, object, whatever you're looking at, and how you want to feel in there. Maybe you want to feel creative, you want to feel just supported in general, nourished. Maybe you want to feel calm, grounded. Maybe you want to feel inspired and excited. So just whatever it is that you want to feel in this space, you're going to write that intention as, I feel excited in this space. I feel excited in my room. I feel inspired in my room. I am inspired. I am creative. My creativity flows freely at my desk. Whatever it is, we're going to write it as a present moment statement. And then you're going to use this intention as you go through your experiment and use it in your day-to-day life as you're interacting with your room in this space. Thank your space for helping to nurture and support your intentions. And you could use it as an exercise. Every time you walk in the space, you say your intention, or every time you leave the space, you say your intention. Every time you go into your space and do something different to make it more closer aligned with your future vision, you can be sure to say that intention or say it out loud, say it in your head, whatever feels good. And so you're helping to ground that into everything that you're doing in that room, in that space, with that object, with your desk, with your dresser, whatever you're doing with it. So now we're going to check in. How do you feel so far? We have tapped into the energy in your current space, the current energy, what it feels like now here in the present. We've tapped into the future vision energy of how you'd like it to feel in your space. And we've come up with an intention to use as you interact with your space moving forward. So next, we're going to come up with your actual energy experiment, your real life action steps to start taking to make this future vision, your present reality. All right, so this experiment is going to be your action steps. What little steps can you take now to start building that future vision? Maybe there are some things that you notice that you would like to take out of the room. Maybe some things that you would like to bring into the room. Maybe there are some things in other places in your home that you're like, oh, dang, I would love to have that in this space. Or you realize that there are some things that you'd like to buy to bring in. Whatever feels like it might help you in setting up this future vision. Maybe you want to paint. Maybe a piece of furniture could just use a little shifting or rearranging. or maybe it is, I think maybe this is what I would start with for anything, is cleaning and cleansing the space. So taking time to do it intentionally, deliberately. Say that intention while you're doing it. And maybe it's as simple as vacuuming, dusting, cleaning the windows, wiping down your desk. And then you can use a cleansing ritual if that feels good to you. You can do a smoke cleanse. You can make a lot of noise, bang some pots and pans around, open the windows, get some fresh air. Whatever you like to do to cleanse and clear the space, to help refresh it, to bring in this new energy. I always love that as just like step number one. And also another really great exercise that I found is physically interacting and touching the things in your space. So say maybe you're looking at your nightstand or a dresser or a desk and you're like, okay, feels strange, but I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. The first step could literally just be touching everything that is on or in that area. So maybe there's like a drawer and you literally take everything out of that drawer and wipe the drawer down. You physically like touch everything in there. So now you're aware of what's there and you have interacted with it in some way. And then maybe from then you realize what your next action step should be of like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna keep these things and get rid of these things. Or maybe it's just like, oh gosh, I still like really don't know. You could just literally like put everything back exactly how it was in knowing that you've interacted with this space in a whole new way than maybe you ever have before. And I would venture to guess that like eventually through this process, the next steps would start kind of just coming to you intuitively. So even if you do take everything out, clean everything, put it back in, you're not in the same place as when you started. You're in a completely different place because now you have that intention that you've grounded into this space. You've taken everything out. You have interacted with it in some way, and now it's on its way to supporting you in that future vision. Even if maybe you're like, oh my God, I didn't fucking do anything, it's still the same. It's not the same. You've taken action, you've set that intention, you are taking steps to make it happen, and that all counts too. So that's a cool place to start. So I'd like for you to just write down a few things, whatever feels good for your experiment. Some people like to just completely go wild and make like a page full of things, and they're like, oh my God, yeah, I'm going to do all of this. Some people are maybe like, oh, I would like three very tiny, like simple things to do. Whatever feels good to you to try out. And remember, it's all an experiment. So what you're going to be doing throughout this process is just keeping that little observer hat on and taking note of the experience however you want to. If you want to take pictures, if you want to take a video, if you want to do like a before and after, if you want to journal through it, um, dance through it, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. This is just all about getting curious and trying things. So you'll take this experiment and like a true scientist, you're going to do your experiment. Like first you have your hypothesis, right? You're like, here's my future vision. This is what I would like for this space. Here's our experiment. These are our action steps. This is what I'm going to try to do. And then I'm going to see what happens. Do I feel that way? Do I feel that intention? Do I feel that future vision? Or do I need to maybe do some different steps? Do I need to try it again? Do I need to reassess? Does my intention need to change a little bit? So you can go through a lot of iterations of this and just see how it feels. So get that action step, that plan, that experiment together, whatever feels good to you. And when you're done, when you're done with this here today, and when you do your experiment, no matter how long it takes you, maybe you're like, fuck yeah, I'm doing this right now. I'm going to get it done. Like in 3 hours, we're blasting it out. I've got it. Or maybe it takes you like 3 weeks, or maybe it takes you 3 months. It's all valid. It's all cool. It's all part of the process and the journey. And that's really what any of this is about, because you can have a beautifully finished room or space or anything like that. But if you don't do it with an intention, if you just kind of do it just to do it, I think I've noticed in my life, then it's just like not really as satisfying, and it almost means more to like go through the process of getting curious and discovering and uncovering and trying things and doing things and making it happen. All of the magic comes within doing all of that. And then when you have your physical space set up in a way that nurtures and supports you and that intention that you have for your life, those desires that you have for your life, then you can stand in it, you can interact with it, and just feel all of that coming through everything that you have done that has happened to get you there to that place. And that's cool. That's magic. So like I said, this can go through a bunch of iterations. Feel free to revisit this experiment anytime you're feeling stuck, out of flow, if things are feeling a little bit off, if you are just looking for some extra support and energy in a particular area, you can revisit it anytime. And now that we're here at the end, you've done it. Success. Make sure you're celebrating yourself. Did I say that yet? If I did, I'm gonna say it again. Good job. I'm proud of you. You're fucking doing it. And that's awesome. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email at hello@bridgetmarieenergydesign.com. So you can send questions there. I also love hearing about how these experiments go for you. So feel free to share all of your discoveries, insights, challenges, celebrations, anything that's going on. Because life isn't all rainbows and sunshine, although I would love it to be. Some shit's hard. So that's part of it. It's just part of the journey. And I'm here for all of it. I'm here to support you and cheer you on through the whole journey, the ups and downs, all of it, whole thing. And if you'd like further support, or if you'd love to work through this process out loud together in a safe, non-judgmental container, please reach out and book your very own one-on-one session with you and me, where we can go in depth more together, work it out together. And like I said before, this is also a great resource to revisit as time passes, life shifts, desires change. You can do it quarterly, twice a year, yearly. Any kind of refresh in the same space can also be really powerful. And drink lots of water. You're like moving energy all about. You're doing it. Makes me thirsty. So thank you so much for spending this time and energy here with me today. I'm so excited for you, and I can't wait to cheer you on and find out how it goes. Have fun experimenting.